Chester, Danny Boy's mechanic, and today I'm going to show you how to change the oil and the oil filter in the DRZ 400S. Here's another way of how I like to check my oil. Just take the dipstick here, and just give it a taste. Oh yeah, that oil needs to be changed, yeah. So the first thing you want to do is turn on the bike and warm it up to running temperature. Sounds nice. Alright, she's all warmed up now. Now, Danny Boy's got a skid plate on his bike, so the first thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and remove that.
I like big butts.
Woo-wee. Look at all that. Where has this boy been riding? Alright, now that we got the skid plate off, we're going to go ahead, put the oil pan right under and start draining that oil. Now, there's 3 bolts that we're going to remove oil from. 2 main ones and one secret bolt. But don't tell no one I told you, because it's a secret. Here's the first one. That's 1. Here's the second one. That's 2. And then we're going to remove this hose. Ow. That's hot. Damn near burned my hand on the exhaust. We're going to remove this hose. There's going to be another bolt that we're going to disconnect there. There's going to be a filter, the oil filter, that we're going to take out and make sure it's clean. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take a 12mm socket with an extension and go ahead and remove that first bolt. We're doing an oil change at 1,500 miles, and this is how dirty the oil is. If you're nice and easy on your bikes, then you can get away with changing them every 3,000. But as crazy as Danny Boy rides, and all that crazy terrain he's going on, you gotta change it every 1,500 at the max. So while that's draining, we're gonna go ahead and remove the second bolt and let them drain at the same time. For the second one there, we're gonna go ahead and use a 14mm socket. Let's go on and break that sucker loose. So while those two are draining, we're going to go ahead and remove the oil filter cover with these 3 bolts here and install our new oil filter. Danny Boy likes to use the K&N KM139. To remove these bolts, we're going to go ahead and use a 10mm socket. As you can already see, there's some oil dripping down out of where the oil filter sits. So we go ahead and bring that oil pan forward a little bit so it don't make a mess all over the place. So we went ahead and cleaned out the inside here. We're going to install our new oil filter. The end with the hole in it is going to go in first. So we went ahead and installed all the drainage bolts back onto the bike. Just be sure to refer to your owner's manual for all proper torque specs. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you that secret bolt where that extra filter is. We're on the other side of the bike right now. So we're going to go ahead and get a Phillips and loosen this hose clamp right here. Remove the hose clamp and take our socket and remove that filter. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright. Alright. So I was having a hard time removing the hose by just disconnecting the hose clamp there. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this bolt here with a 14mm socket. Go ahead and clean that out too. As you can see, I loosened it already and there's some oil dripping out of there. And it's just gonna make it easier for us to remove that hose. Now we're going to remove this and it'll reveal our oil filter. Alright, to remove that filter, we're going to need the deep 31 30-second socket. Alright, we got that loosened up. Gonna go ahead and remove that here. Alright, alright. There she is. There she is in all her glory. She looks pretty clean. Now normally, I would have just left this, but for the sake of this video, I wanted to go ahead and pull it out to show y'all the filter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take some carb cleaner, spray this sucker down, and reinstall it. So now that we got all the bolts back in, it's time to go ahead and add the oil. Danny Boy likes to use AMS oil, 10W40. And now, we're going to go ahead and start the bike up while the bike's still on the kickstand. And we're going to warm it up, get that oil moving all out throughout the engine. And then we're going to go ahead and check the oil level to make sure everything's okay. I'm sure everything's going to be okay. But just to be double sure, we're going to go ahead and check it. The oil level is pretty much at the tippy top, exactly where it needs to be. We're good. And we're ready to ride. Quick, simple oil change. Now she's ready to be ripped. Oh, Danny Boy is gonna have a good time on her. She's probably gonna feel like a whole new bike again. Not really. But we like to keep her nice and fresh. Alright, y'all be good now. Bye.